Welcome to your daily oracle reading for Monday, November 26th, 2018. I'm Linda the Lightworker, and I'm really thrilled that you stopped by today. If you'd like to know anything about me, go ahead and click down below and check out my website, or you can email me, or please put a comment in the section. I love reading comments. Today I'm using the Energy Oracle deck, which I know many of you have seen before. And if you're interested in that deck, go ahead and look for the description down below in my descriptions. Cards are popping out. They're just jumping out at me, so I'm just going to start right away. We've got these two that have stuck together. Now, if you haven't watched your weekly oracle reading, I really recommend you do. We've got some big stuff in store, and it looks like these cards that are coming up today are just validating what we already know that's happening. So do you see this card? This is the Journey card. And of course, I hear Journey playing in my head. They're so funny. Spirit is so funny with me. Like I get all these I'm getting a lot of musical messages lately, especially when I'm sharing with you. And, but what I'm hearing about this Journey card is that I know we've talked a lot about being on our path and being on a journey, you know, oh, and I hate air quotes and with all my fingers doing it. But this is about a literal journey. You see how she's walking and she has her luggage with her, like she's literally going on a journey, and her path is very well illuminated. So this is a time to remember that you may be on a journey right now, or you might have an opportunity to move, which would be probably a good idea. Maybe it's time to make a move and to look at what you're carrying with you. And how can you make your luggage lighter? It's important to remember as we're moving forward of not just the emotional baggage that we bring, but you know, that baggage of like that literal baggage, like what are we carrying with us, and why am I keeping this, and why am I hanging on to it? What does this serve? Does this even serve me anymore? So pay attention to what you're carrying on. This is for like actual, like what are you doing right now today that you're hanging on to that's holding you back from making your trip lighter and easier. And then the card that came with it, because two came out together, was this Patience card. And I know this one is tricky to see. It's so bright and so light. But this card reminds us to let go of old desperation, let go of some old thought patterns that may have worked for you in the past, but they're not going to help you anymore moving forward. Don't focus on just one option either. That's a message I'm getting. You have to let go of this anxiety that's coming up. You know, some people have issues when we need to move, and literally move or figuratively move out of something. Like when it's time to move, it triggers us with all of our old stuff and the emotional baggage we're carrying. So we have to be patient with that stuff that gets triggered, but don't force your will on only one option is what I'm hearing. Like, an excellent one for me is when I have like money stuff coming up, I always think, oh, I'll just go get a job in a restaurant because I have this big culinary background. But it's a path that I just hate, and it doesn't serve me anymore, and I don't want to do that. Like if I push that idea that that's where I need to go make money, that's not going to serve me, and it will create a whole bunch of anxiety. So we have to let go of these old ideas of how we make money or how we generate revenue, and these old thoughts that just no longer serve us, and the anxiety that it creates too. Do you see again how this center is illuminated? It's so different from what's around it. So it is that time of being quiet and going within and finding your clarity. Sorry, I hope that helps. That looks better. Okay. I'm hearing also release a sense of urgency. That means slow it down. Oh, okay, this is tied in with the anxiety. So with the anxiety, we can get all these thoughts that come up. I'm hearing this is about money and fear about moving and fear about switching direction. Do you see all these road signs? They're clearly marked along the way. She is clearly marked and moving in this direction. She has picked a path and moving into a different direction. And it looks like she's on a very interesting bridge that may be a little like a suspension bridge, right? And it could be a little unnerving, but look at how well balanced she is. She knows that she's got her balance. She knows how to keep herself in balance with her arms extended. She knows where to find her center. So again, like that Wheel of Fortune card that we had earlier for the week ahead, find the center of the wheel. And because moving and making these big changes can trigger a lot of anxiety. It's time to let go of that because it doesn't serve us anymore. So that's what's important to remember here. 2 cards. All right. I'm just going for my watercolor action deck to get a little bit of clarity of what are the things we can be doing to help us today to get through this day. And look at this. Oh my gosh. I have 4 cards that have dropped out. They're all like one little packet here, okay? So we got 4 assignments today. Funny. First, breathe deeply. Take a deep breath. Let's let go of this anxiety. Do we need to do some breathing right now? Let's take a breath together. You know, to deepen the breath, we need to extend the exhale. So as you're breathing in through your nose, really push the air out. Hold it for 4, and then really push the air out for 4 to 6 counts on the exhale. That's how you're going to slow down that anxiety and to ease your thoughts. Sit in a decision. So if you are thinking about a move, or you have to make a move, or financially you need to move, sit in that decision. Sit in it for today and see how you feel. These cards crack me up. Clean out 1 drawer. Clean out a drawer. You know what? Why we do that? Because sometimes we can feel as if a move or a transition is headed up. We're coming up to something, travel or moving. I keep hearing moving, so I'm paying attention to moving. So just start by cleaning out a drawer. Clean out 1 drawer. Donate what you can. It's a great season to be donating things, and really evaluate, like, why am I keeping this? Whose life am I keeping this for? Is it my life, or is it someone else's life, or an idea of a life that I thought I was going to have that no longer serves me? And then the last card that came up here is make a list. So when we make a list, we can feel like we're in some sort of control out of this uncontrollable, and when we need to have some patience, make a list. It will help clarify the thoughts and to keep us centered and focused. So we've got a lot of, my gosh, we've got a lot of work to do today. We got a lot of work to do today. Just breathe, sit in that decision, clean out a drawer, and make a list. Wow. Well, that's a lot of assignments for you today. But above all else, be sure to just relax. Take some deep breaths and trust that the right thing is in motion, because all we have to do is get through today. And I promise you, today's going to be a good day. So do your best to stay focused, relaxed, release those old thoughts that are no longer serving you, and step into your future that's ready and waiting for you. I love you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Please be sure to become a subscriber down below. And you know where all my info is. I'd love to hear from you and your comments. Please like and share my videos. And know how much I love you and thank you every single day. All right, my dears, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.